Just try your best, try everything you can, and don't worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. It just... Hey there friends, how's it going? David Potts with Song Notes, and I have a quick lesson today for the song The Middle. Now this is a song by Jimmy Eat World from 2001, but it's the Kina Grannis cover. It's on YouTube. It's a chill, acoustic, very low-key, kind of nice vibe version of this song, and it just really works. I love the lyrics of this song, and her delivery is great. So I'm going to teach you how to play it in the style of Kina Grannis, but what I show you will work for the Jimmy Eat World version as well. I do have this 3-page sheet music written up. It gives you what you need if you want to follow along. The lyrics are all on page 1 with the chords written out. I also have strumming patterns, all the chords, all the chord variations I show you, and also chord progressions with no capo, with a capo, and then the tabs for the melody, right? The melody meaning you can take the melody for the verse and the chorus, and you can play the chords at the same time, and you can get this cool thing, it just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be alright. It's a fun way to sort of combine those at the same time. It helps out if you're singing. It tells you which notes to sing, and it's a good little thing to work with here. So let's get into this song. Not going to be a super long lesson, but it's been on my head the last few days, and I had to turn it into a video for y'all. So hope you find this helpful. Check out all my other lessons at playsongnotes.com. I got hundreds of other chord sheets there, both for song lessons and instructional PDFs as well. But with that said, let's dive on into this one and learn how to play The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. Let's go. All right, y'all, so quick reminder, I'm going to be teaching this with capo, 2nd fret, and I'll be in the key of C. That'll let you play along with both the Kina Grannis version on YouTube and also the Jimmy Eat World version. You can play along with that too. You can also play the song using no capo in the key of D. Because this song only uses 3 chords, it'll be pretty simple to switch the chords. Just want to talk about that. So on the topic of the chords, really quick about the chord progressions. I'm going to talk about how to play these chords in a second, but I want to impress upon you it's the same 8 measures for the entire song, this one progression, right? So if you have capo 2nd fret, you're going to have 2 measures of C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to G, 2, 3, 4, G again, then we go to F. F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle. Right? You can play the whole song like this. I'm just doing a down strum on each 1 count, right? Now again, you could take your capo off and then swap the C, F, G for a D, G, A. So, hey, don't write yourself off yet. Right? Same thing. So that's the chord progression, whether you use a capo or not, no matter what tempo you use, no matter what strum you use, that's the order you're going to play the chords in this song. Okay? Now let's look at how to play these chords really quick, because it is just C, F, G, but I want to talk about some ways that I approach the voicings of these chords to sort of fit the tone and vibe of this song and also imitate what Kina Grannis is doing with her version. Okay? So first up, big picture, check this out. With the C, the F, the G, notice that I'm not really playing the thinnest string that much at all. Sometimes I'll leave it open, like on the C, of course, you leave it open. But even on the F, on all the versions of the F I'll show you, I kind of leave this thinnest string open. It just adds to the nice vibe of this, and it keeps the sort of, all the strings we're playing, sort of, 2nd string and thicker is what we're playing. It just sort of contains that sound, okay? So for the C, you have your regular C on the far left over here. You will add your pinky to this 3rd fret on the 2nd string sometimes if you're doing the melody, okay? Right? Hey, don't write yourself off yet. Then you go to the G. Now speaking of the G, I just did it right there, right? 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, open, open. And I'm not playing the thinnest string. You can play the thinnest string if you want, do a full G, 3rd fret, but I'm not going to do it. With this G though, you're going to want to get used to putting your pinky down on that same note, 2nd string, 3rd fret, okay? And the reason why is just because of the melody notes, right? It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride, right? Of the ride. going from that D, this is a D note, to a B note on the second string. So that's your G. Whether you want to have the pinky down or not. For strumming, I'll usually just do no pinky. But again, if you want to get that melody note in there, you want to add this note with the pinky. Okay, now for the F. On the far right, this easiest possible version of the F, just third, second, first, open. Okay, this is technically an F major 7, but we'll just call it an F. This is the easiest way to do it. If F's giving you a hard time, it's just like a C. You just move these two fingers one string closer to the floor, and you play the thinnest 4 strings. Okay, now I kind of typically will put my ring finger down also, so I'm doing 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. Middle 4 strings, right? I'll sort of mute the low E string with my thumb, just sort of bump my thumb into it. Leaving the thinnest string open is okay. Now, some of the voicings you want to get used to are taking your index finger off, or taking your left middle finger off. Okay, you can just, when you're strumming the F, you can sort of, you could take those fingers on and off and it sounds good. It's a nice way to add flavor. But for the melody notes that I'm going to teach you in a little bit, those are the notes we want to get used to taking off, right? So, hey, don't write yourself off yet. Go to the G. It's only in your head you feel F. Feel left out. See, I'm taking my index and middle fingers off. So that's why I'm doing that, right? Yeah, so that's all the chords we're going to use in this song. If you want to do a simple strum, you can just use these versions. Like I told you, I sort of ignore the thinnest string. Here's your C, and here's your G, and here's your F, right? Nice and simple. But you have those alternate voicings there. Now, as far as strumming this song goes, again, the Kina Grannis version, she's using a simple, it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. But here's the thing. On the 1 and the 3 count, I just kind of typically will just do a thumb or a pick, a light brush on the thickest strings. And on the 2 and the 4 counts, I'll do thicker strums, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 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 you just really want a low-key strum here if you're going to play it like her. That's why I'm using no pick for this song. I just think the pick gives it too precise and clean a sound. I kind of want the muffled sloppiness of my fingertips here. So that's what I'll use for the strumming pattern. Nice and easy. Again, practice with no pick. It's a good way to sort of feel the strings. And you can just sort of do gentle brushes of any part of your fingernail. I do have a separate lesson on strumming without a pick if you want to do it. One thing about the strumming I'll say is that when you're doing the chorus of the song, it just takes some time. When I play it, I'll typically, on the word takes, I will, it just takes some time. I'll sort of just like literally silence all the strings by touching them like this. Takes some time, and I'll resume my strum on some. And that pretty much gives you that affect that you hear in the Jimmy Eat World version of this song, right? So for example, if I do this last line of the verse, and don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. Ready? It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Gonna repeat it, here we go. It just takes some time. You hear that, right? It just takes... You're get used to strumming. Start on your C. It just takes some time. Just a simple silence like that, and then you resume it on the some time. So that's the 2 count. So that's the quick strumming tip you're going to have there. Really quick, let me talk about the melody tabs here before I get to my full playthrough. So the main idea with the melody here, right? In the verse and in the chorus, there's the hummable melody that you could sing or hum or whistle or whatever, right? You can play that. I have that tabbed out here. It's the circled notes. And you can play it with the chords that are underneath. And that lets you do some strumming stuff, right? This is the verse. I'll do the chorus. everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. It just takes some time. So let me explain how to do that, how to think about this, how to practice it, right? Again, I could teach you just the melody notes on their own, but I always find it helpful to look at the chords you're playing at the same time, because usually the melody notes are coming from the chord shapes you're in. And if you have your left hand in the chord shapes, then you can pick the melody notes, but if you accidentally get other strings, it's going to sound good too, because all the chords, all the notes in any chord sound good together by default, right? So the verse, right? So the melody note's going to start with this C note on the second string, first fret. Hey, right? Don't write yourself off. So index to pinky. Don't write yourself off. Then we go to the G. Yet. Right? And then the second string again. It's only in your head, you. Then you go to the F, and the melody note stays on the second string. Feel left out. This one's tricky because you're going to come in with that F. Feel left out. But you're going to take off the second string note. Feel left. Then you're going to take off the third string note. Right? And when I do that, I actually put the second string note back. Right? So, and then we stay on F. Or look down on. So from second string, first fret, open second string, open third string, right? And the last part of the verse, so try your, then you repeat it, best. Try everything you can. And don't worry what the bitter hearts, da, da, da. And when we end the verse, you're gonna it just takes some time. It's the high, the thinnest E string, open, thinnest string, right? It just takes some time. So take some time is from the open high E string to the first fret, second string. Take some time, little girl, you're in the middle. So we're going from that note right here, this C, up to this E. Take some time, little girl, you're in the middle. All on C. Take some time, little girl, you're in the middle. Then to the G with our pinky down. Of the ride. So you take your pinky off. Of the ride. Everything. Oh. Then to the F. That C note again. Feel just fine. Everything will. So right there, I'm taking this finger off, second string. Everything will. Then back to the C note on the C. Be alright. It just takes some time, little girl. You're in the middle of your life. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Okay, so that's how you do the melody note now. And let me do a playthrough now of the verse, chorus, just give you an idea of how this all sounds when you put it together. All right, so this is the middle. Again, check out the Kina Grannis version on YouTube. She just has a really low-key, chill version of this song. It's nice to hear the acoustic version, even though I do like the Jimmy Eat World version as well. All right, so thanks for watching, y'all. I'll play this one out. Remember, get that sheet music over at my website, playsongnotes.com. 3 pages, gives you all the lyrics and the tabs for everything already written out for you, so you just print it out and good to go. All right, so here's the middle by Jimmy Eat World. I'm going to play it in the style of Kina Grannis. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or look down on. Just try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own. So don't buy in. Just live right now. Just be yourself. Doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone just take some time.